Good evening. This last topic is usually emerging trends and issues in operations management. So it is always the last topic because by the time we are done with all the topics, we should have identified what is emerging in every topic. It is sometimes difficult to look at emerging issues as a whole, but you can be able to look at emerging issues topic by topic. If we look at the topic of maybe product design, you can try to find out on your own what is it that is currently happening in product and service design. That is an emerging issue. So the way people used to do product and service design, is it the same way they are doing up to now? What technologies are there that is helping this product design and service design? So that is how you find out emerging issues. So this is usually a general topic. And even if we look at emerging issues at this point, you should now be able to go back and focus on step-by-step topics to be able to see this is an emerging issue, but where exactly is it being applied in operations management? So for now, I can just mention the emerging issues, and then maybe you can be able to relate them slowly by slowly in every topic. Try to find out, is there an emerging issue that is coming from this topic, etc. So the first one is sustainability and green operations. Most companies nowadays want to include the concept of sustainability and environment factors, where you focus on the environment and make sure that things like minimizing waste, ensuring that products and processes are environmentally friendly, all those are sustainability issues. They can happen anywhere, in any topic. As long as suppliers are involved, as long as a product is involved, then sustainability is a very critical aspect. Smart manufacturing. Remember, we are looking at operations management. Nowadays, we have to find intelligent ways of manufacturing, which we didn't used to do maybe in the 60s. Things like artificial intelligence, robotics, all those are part of smart manufacturing to make sure that things are done in a smart way. Supply chain resilience. A supply chain has to survive. And of recent, we've seen things like COVID-19. They affected so many supply chains. But those which had good plans are the ones which are surviving. Most supply chains were affected directly. So how do you respond to such calamities or such pandemics? So the fourth one is customization and personalization. Nowadays, customers want products which are customized, which are personalized to them. So how can you be able to satisfy the customer's requirement at the same time not lose out on customers, or not lose out on money, or not lose out on customers who cannot afford customization? So it means you have to align yourself as a business to be able to make sure you can satisfy all categories of your customers. Circular economy. Economy is another part that keeps on changing. Generally, the entire economy will always change. So find out what is changing in the economy and how can we be able to adapt to the changes in the economy. Things like e-commerce, that is also part of emerging issue. Remote work and operations. Nowadays, people are working from far away from the organizations. How can you be able to decentralize some of these functions in an operations management so that not everyone should be able to travel long distances to come to work? Some can be able to work from the comfort of their houses and still deliver the same as if they were working physically. So to reduce congestion, to reduce all these costs, then you can decide or you can choose to incorporate remote work and operations. Blockchain in supply chain, augmented reality in operations, ethical issues and social responsibility, agile and lean methodologies, all these are emerging issues. Of course, not all of them 100%, because to one company, something could be an emerging issue. To another company, it's not even, it is past the emerging because they used it long time ago. For example, in these developed companies, things like agility, lean methodologies of doing business, all of them are things of the past. But to an upcoming business which has not yet introduced such terminologies, it is an emerging issue. So emerging issues is how you present it. Because you may go and talk to someone and tell them, agile manufacturing is an emerging issue, and they will look at you and ask, how is it an emerging issue? Because in the companies they operate in, it is even past by time. It is even outdated. But to a company, to a new company or to a developing company, it looks like a very important aspect in operations management. So the way you handle these particular emerging issues depends with one circumstance and another. But as long as you're able to reason enough and be able to see this thing, if it is introduced in a place where it is not, or it has never been there, then it is an emerging issue. So emerging issues can be very many. And once you look at emerging issues, also consider what you can be able to do about them, emerging trends and issues, and how to cope with them. Because something can come and it can even make you run out of business because you do not know how to cope. Technology comes and then you are not able to cope with it, and then it makes your business go out of it makes you go out of business. So how do you cope with emerging issues? The best way to cope is just to try and integrate the emerging issues, especially if they are affecting your business in one way or another. Because if you ignore, then you're likely to be on the losing side. So from this, we should be able to identify very many other emerging issues.